What's up, YouTubers? Today I'm going to look at this this Factor55 Fast FID. It's a pretty cool little device. You screw it together here in the middle, and you use it for splicing together winch lines and things like that. It's got a handy-dandy little measuring thing on this side right here. On this side, you squinch this together like so. You put the rope in there, and then you can feed it through the rest of the rope. It's kind of like a little Chinese finger trap. These cost around $50. And I looked at my friend when he told me that, and I said, that's crazy. There's got to be an easier way to make that or something. So what I did, I borrowed his Fast FID first off so I could just check it out and see how it's made. Basically wires weaved in and out. I did a couple of test runs myself trying to do some wire similar to that, and decided I couldn't quite replicate it exactly. I did it with some picture hanging wire, and I tried making my own out of some picture hanging wire, some cable. However, since picture hanging wire is not springable, it worked more or less, where you could expand it and stuff, but it didn't spring back very well to grab the wire. So I tried a couple of different renditions of this. Picture hanging cable just does not work because it's not springy enough. It just doesn't spring back. However, I looked around on Amazon and at Lowe's, and I found that they already make them. They make these cable pulling ties like this, where you actually just feed a cable into it. You spring it back like this, feed a cable into it, and it automatically goes on there. Now I got myself in a finger trap. But yeah, so they make these. I got a pair of them. One is a little bit bigger than the other, but I got a pair of these on Amazon for 15 bucks, and I'll put the link in the description. The second part that I needed to figure out was how to connect them. How to connect a straight rod to the cable puller. So what I did for that, again, I went to trusty Lowe's, looked around a little bit, and I found this. It is a dryer vent cleaning kit on clearance for $3.17, and mainly it comes with the brushes and things like that. But the main thing that I wanted was these, because they screw together. So all I need to do now is cut these in half, or cut them to length to match this, or whatever length I want it to be. Clean out the plastic from inside here and insert the little cable puller. So I'm going to do that. Alright, so I've marked the lengths on there. This is the end that I'm going to keep. This is the end that I'm going to get rid of. And then I'll just need this part right here cleaned out so I can put the cable puller in it. Okay, so I've cut the poles. As you can see, I think I might make a change in it though, because if you look from the end here, you can actually see the plastic through these two, through the threaded ends. These ends obviously are going to be sealed because they've got the threaded, the male end on this side. So I think what I'm going to do is actually keep these two parts as the long spear tip side like this, and do it reverse, simply for the fact that if I put the other end in here and I squeeze this down, I may squeeze those threads bad enough that I won't be able to thread the other side into it. So I'm going to burn this plastic out on this side, because no matter where I squeeze on here, I'm not going to mess up the threads. Whereas, yeah, like I mentioned, if I squeeze on this side, I could mess up those threads. So keeping this side, which was the side that I was going to throw away, but I'm keeping this side now and getting rid of this plastic on this side. All right, so I was able to pretty easily take the plastic out of the metal part here. I did it once. I'll show you how I did it, just using this little butane torch. Basically, cool little torch I got from Amazon from a buddy. turn it on, lock the flame so it keeps going. Can't see the flame very good. I'm going to turn the light off and see if you can. Yeah, there it is. Basically heated up this section right here. And on the other one, I almost found that once it heated up, it started pushing itself out just because of the hot air in it. Yep, there it goes. It's just pushing itself right off. And then I just use the flame to kind of burn the inside out, kind of char that plastic out, make sure that it gets heated up really nice and hot so that I can be sure and touch it. No, not really. Yeah, there you see the plastic is just burning out of the inside. And there we go. Let me turn this off. Set it aside to cool down. I'm going to go douse this in water. Alright, so at this point I've got two ends. I've got two of the rods that screw in. Now all I got to do, sharpen these ends. I figure I can probably do that with a pencil sharpener. I already tested on one of the other pieces and it worked pretty good. You do have to have a very sharp pencil sharpener on the blade, so I may try some different ones. Or I might just whittle it down by hand, sand it, do whatever I can to get a nice soft point, like on this one. It's a nice rounded point that you can see. But yeah, it looks just like the same size as a pencil. So I'm going to try to do that on these two, and then I'll see what I can do to fit these things inside of here. So I'll be right back. All right, so one of the issues I found is that these little indentations on the side of here that kept the plastic, in there, needed to be pounded out. So I found a screwdriver, same size, lined up the thing, pounded in there with a hammer, got the first one out, couldn't quite get the second one out because it doesn't reach deep enough. But luckily enough, when I cut these off, when I cut the little, I don't know, doohickey things off, they fit in there just great. So I will mount those in there, just like that. Ooh, that one's a little tight, so I might have to pound this one with a hammer. I think this is just kind of a soft lead material, so I'll pound that with a hammer a little bit, just so that I can get it down to the size to where it will go in there. So we'll give that a shot. And I'm going to go ahead and sharpen these with the pencil sharpener and get them sanded down so they're nice and smooth, slide through the rope without any snags. All right, I got these sharpened up. They look pretty good. I tried it with this, but it was leaving a whole bunch of digs and stuff like that. So I ended up using my old belt sander. Turn the belt sander on, stuck this in my automatic screwdriver, tighten it down, held it with a dirty old rag, and just held it against here while the belt sander was running on the table. I don't recommend it. Do it at your own risk. Make sure your belt sander is secured to the table, so it's not going to run away on you. But yeah, I think that turned out pretty good. So now I'll sand this up and down lengthwise to get rid of the little, there are little, what do you call that? Where they do the mold on it when they press it. So I got to get rid of those because they're a little bit sharp. But other than that, I think this is pretty much done. I did end up pressing these in and then just hitting it with a quick, I don't know, what do you call it? A punch. Hit it with a punch, a couple times there, a couple times there. The bigger one didn't go in all the way, but I know it's in at least that far. So I hit it with a couple times with a punch back here. So they are both secure in there really good. Yeah, screw that together. This one's a little bit shorter, but yeah, compared to the original, I'd say it looks pretty good, and yeah, we'll do the job. I'm going to add some measurements on here just so that I have measurements, but yeah, I'd say that's going to do the trick. So there you go. How to make your own fast FID for, let's see, I made 2 of them for the dryer vent cleaning kit. Was $3.17 on clearance. Normally I think it was $10. And then these cable pullers on Amazon, I got 2 of them for $15. I think you could buy 1 of them for, I want to say it was like $9 or so. But yeah, I mean, in a pinch, that'll work. I do have to say, Factor55 does make awesome stuff. I highly recommend them if you have the means to do so. They make very good stuff. This is all aluminum, very well put together. I think this would probably last you a lifetime, even if you used it every weekend to mend broken ropes. But if you don't have the means, go make you a couple of these for, I don't know, 2 for $15. I guess 2 for $18. So yeah, there you go. Have fun. Also store them like this. Just stick them right on this stick thing. Anyway, and you got bonus brushes. Woohoo! What's up, YouTube? In the video today, I'm going to look at this Factor55 Fast FID. I borrowed it from a friend. Pretty cool little device. You use it to... Whoa, come on. Well, that's not good.